Over the past year or so, I've been getting into a lot of bands, and my favorite so far is probably Green Day. And if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you guys know about the Iceberg trend. But if you don't know, icebergs are basically a tier list that go from the most common to the least common known things. Also, icebergs are merely just ear candy, so I suggest maybe cleaning your room or something while you watch this video. But we all know you're probably not doing that, you're probably selling your ass like a neckbeard. So without further ado, this is the Green Day Iceberg Explained. All By Myself hidden song. All By Myself was a hidden track on Green Day's 1994 album Dookie. I mean, if you don't know what a hidden song means, it's mostly because it's from the CD era. Basically, you'd be listening to a CD of Dookie or The Black Parade, and then you'll be driving, and you think the album's over, and then this one song comes on, and then you get into a car crash. John Kiffmeyer quitting. John Kiffmeyer was the drummer from Green Day from 1987 to 1990, and in the year 1990 he quit the band in order to go to college. Now he lives in San Francisco, where he works as a director of photography. American Idiot musical. Yep, the 2004 album American Idiot actually got a musical. The musical follows the journey of a new generation, led by three friends named Johnny, Tunny, and Will, as they're living in a post-9/11 world. It was originally published in 2009 and then in 2010 made its way to the Broadway theaters. Alright guys, now it's on to layer 2. American Idiot's story. The story of Green Day's 2004 album American Idiot is a pretty interesting one to say the least. According to this person on Reddit, they say this: Jesus of Suburbia feels bored and annihilated in his hometown, which would be Jingletown, and moves to the city with his girlfriend what's her name, or he meets her there, not sure on that detail. While there, he parties and gets fucked up a lot, but he doesn't find any meaning by it. He then meets St. Jimmy, who's really just an alternate personality of himself, who's cool and charismatic and reckless. He uses the St. Jimmy alter ego as an excuse to continue his bad habits, which would be drinking, drugs, etc. And he thinks of himself as the savior of the poor annihilated kids in the city. What's-her-name usually gets sick of his act and the constant partying, so she leaves the city and him because she doesn't like the person he'd become, St. Jimmy. What's-her-name leaving him is what makes him realize that he's gonna go down a dark path that he shouldn't have. So he metaphorically kills St. Jimmy and moves back home to Jingletown. 924 Gilman Street Recordings. I really couldn't find anything for this besides the fact that apparently there's a venue called 924 Gilman Street that Green Day is banned in. I guess they're not banned from there anymore because they played there in 2015, but I'm not sure. Can someone inform me in the comments? Billie Joe Armstrong is bisexual. In 1995, Billie Joe Armstrong actually came out as bisexual in an interview. He also said a song he made a year before was about him coming out as bisexual as a teenager. Alright, now we are done with the second layer. We will now go on to the third layer. Favorite Son. Favorite Son is a song recorded by Green Day and included in the Rock Against Bush Volume 2 compilation album. It was later released as a bonus track on Japanese pressings of American Idiot, and even as a B-side to 21 Guns, which is a song on Green Day's other album, 21st Century Breakdown. And according to this website, the song is about how everyone likes George W. Bush and how he's everyone's favorite, but for people who don't like him and didn't vote for him, it's pretty much a drag. A favorite son is also a term for a politician who relies on popularity rather than political issues. Cigarettes and Valentine's album. Cigarettes and Valentine's is an unreleased album by Green Day that was supposed to come out in 2003, but was cancelled due to the studio stealing the recordings. The album was also supposed to be a follow-up to their other album, Warning. Cigarettes and Valentine's Live. In 2011, Green Day decided to perform one of their songs from the Cigarettes and Valentine's album, which is literally called just Cigarettes and Valentine's. Yeah, it was pretty cool, I guess. Sorry I sound so enthusiastic, it took like 40 takes to fucking say that. Anyways, now we're on to layer 4. 1039 Demos. 1039 is a collection of demo songs released in 1991 by Green Day. And it has exactly 19 songs. JAR song meaning. JAR stands for Jason Andrew Rova and was a song made by the bass player of Green Day about a friend of his who died in a car accident, and how the event told him how to move on with his life. Maria intro interview. In the first few seconds of Green Day's song Maria, there is an interview that plays with the young Billie Joe Armstrong after he recorded his first song. The interview was not originally in the beginning of the song, so I'm guessing the song isn't actually about Maria. There's a bunch of people that talk about the song's meaning, but truly, I have no idea. Now with that out of the way, it's time to move on to the fifth layer. And yes, I know how incredibly short this iceberg is. Blood, Sex, and Booze intro noises. In Green Day's song Blood, Sex, and Boozes, in the intro, there's a noise that you can be heard, and I cannot tell what it even is. Like, it sounds like people having sex, but it also sounds like someone's getting hit and they're having an argument. Like, I don't know what the fuck it means. I don't know why it's even in the iceberg, so don't blame me for talking about it. Cigarettes and Valentines wasn't actually stolen.
There are people out there that believe that Cigarettes and Valentines wasn't actually a stolen album and that it never actually existed.
The main thing I saw was his long post on Reddit, which actually makes somewhat sense, but to be honest, I guess we'll never know.
And now it is on to the sixth and final layer of this iceberg. Yep, it's that short.
Radio Days album. Radio Days is an unreleased album by Green Day that was supposedly recorded in the early 1990s.
We have a lot of new songs here, but we also have some returning ones, such as Welcome to Paradise, which was actually on this album before the Dookie album, and 2000 Light Years Away, which was on their Kerplunk album.
Unreleased songs from Cigarettes and Valentines. According to this source, the studio versions of songs that weren't found are Cigarettes and Valentines, which is partially found, Waste Away, Sleepyhead, and Dropout. I think there's more that haven't been founded, but I'm not sure. Can someone tell me in the comments? And that is all for the iceberg. Yep, that's it. I told you it was short. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as it would be very appreciated. Anyways, I'm radsterr, signing out. Gloria, Viva la Gloria.